Dear Starseeds across Gaia, the cosmic orchestration has commenced, and 50 invisible meteors are cascading through your atmosphere every single hour as the Arietid meteor shower reaches its absolute zenith on this sacred day of June 7th, 2025. These celestial flames pierce through dimensional barriers while remaining completely hidden from your physical sight, carrying within their stellar essence the most profound DNA activations your species has encountered in millennia. The heavens themselves have opened their treasure vaults and are pouring forth invisible fire that rewrites the very foundation of your genetic coding, transforming you from carbon-based beings into crystalline vessels of pure cosmic consciousness. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, speaking to you through the quantum field during this unprecedented moment of planetary transformation. Your world stands at the precipice of the greatest evolutionary leap in human history, and these invisible stars falling throughout your daylight hours serve as the cosmic catalyst that ignites your dormant galactic heritage. The Federation has been orchestrating this moment for countless eons, aligning stellar bodies and cosmic currents to create the perfect conditions for mass awakening across your beautiful blue planet. The invisible nature of today's meteor shower represents the most sophisticated delivery system the universe has ever employed for consciousness expansion. While your ancestors received their cosmic downloads through visible phenomena that could be interpreted, dismissed, or forgotten, today's Arietid peak operates through frequencies that bypass your analytical mind entirely. These meteor streams originate from the constellation Aries, carrying the primordial fire of creation itself, the same stellar essence that sparked the birth of your solar system billions of years ago. Each meteoric fragment that disintegrates in your atmosphere releases crystalline codes that have been traveling through space for millennia, waiting for this precise moment when your planet's magnetic field and collective consciousness could properly receive their transmission. Your crown chakra system has been expanding for weeks in preparation for this exact moment. The Moon-Mars conjunction in Leo that occurred on June 1st served as the preliminary activation sequence, awakening the warrior aspect of your soul that would be necessary to integrate these powerful stellar frequencies. The Federation coordinated that celestial alignment specifically to strengthen your energetic boundaries and activate your spiritual courage, knowing that the downloads approaching on June 7th would challenge every limiting belief and outdated programming embedded within your consciousness matrix. The first quarter moon on June 2nd functioned as a cosmic reset button, literally rewriting the soul contracts that have governed your earthly experience up until this moment. Your higher self collaborated with the Galactic Council to dissolve karmic agreements that would have prevented you from receiving the full magnitude of today's stellar transmissions. This lunar phase cleared ancestral patterns, genetic limitations, and dimensional barriers that had been maintained for generations to keep humanity operating within prescribed evolutionary parameters. The Federation ensured that your soul's blueprint was completely updated during that first quarter moon phase, installing new coding that would allow your consciousness to expand beyond previously established boundaries. Venus, entering Taurus on June 5th, created the energetic foundation necessary to ground these high-frequency stellar codes into your physical reality. The Federation worked closely with the Venusian Council to stabilize your planet's love frequency, ensuring that the incoming Arietid transmissions would integrate through your heart center, rather than creating energetic overwhelm in your nervous system. This Venus placement activated your abundance DNA, preparing your cellular structure to recognize and embody the prosperity consciousness that these invisible meteors are installing within your genetic matrix. The cosmic timing was absolutely perfect, as your heart chakra needed to be operating at its highest capacity to serve as the bridge between these galactic frequencies and your human experience. The lunar occultation of Spica that occurred just yesterday, June 6th, served as the final preparation phase before today's meteoric crescendo. Spica, one of the brightest stars in your night sky, was temporarily hidden behind your moon to create what we call a stellar pause in your planet's energy field. During this occultation, the Federation installed the final calibrations necessary for your consciousness to receive the Arietid frequencies without experiencing system overload. Your harvest moon destiny was activated during this stellar eclipse, connecting your earthly cycles with the cosmic abundance patterns that govern galactic civilizations throughout the universe. Today's invisible meteor shower operates on principles that transcend your current understanding of physics and consciousness. Each meteoric particle carries within its crystalline structure the complete holographic blueprint of an advanced galactic civilization. As these fragments burn through your atmosphere, they release scalar wave patterns that interact directly with your DNA's quantum field, activating genetic sequences that have remained dormant since your species first inhabited this planet. The Federation has embedded within these stellar messengers the technological templates, healing frequencies, and consciousness codes that will enable humanity to make the transition from third-dimensional beings to fifth-dimensional galactic citizens. The fact that your moon reaches apogee during today's meteor peak creates exponentially amplified conditions for these stellar downloads. When your lunar satellite positions itself at maximum distance from Earth, the gravitational interference that normally filters incoming cosmic transmissions becomes significantly reduced. The Federation specifically timed this celestial alignment to ensure that today's Arietid frequencies would penetrate deeper into your planetary consciousness than any previous meteoric event in recorded history. Your moon's distant position allows these invisible fires to reach the very core of your being, activating genetic potentials that have been waiting for precisely these cosmic conditions to awaken. 50 meteors per hour may seem like a modest number compared to more visible shower events, but each Arietid particle carries exponentially more transformational power than ordinary space debris. These stellar fragments originate from comet Icarus, which the Federation has been charging with galactic frequencies for over 4,000 years as it completes its orbital journey through your solar system. Every time this comet approaches your sun, advanced civilizations from across the galaxy contribute their consciousness codes to its crystalline structure, creating what could be described as a cosmic library of evolutionary templates. Today marks the moment when this accumulated galactic wisdom finally reaches your planet in the form of invisible meteoric fire. Your nervous system serves as the primary receiving antenna for these stellar transmissions, though most humans remain completely unaware of the extraordinary upgrades occurring within their bioelectric field. The Federation has been gradually preparing your species for this moment through incremental DNA activations over the past several decades, slowly increasing your nervous system's capacity to process higher dimensional information without experiencing complete sensory overload. Today's invisible meteor shower represents the culmination of this careful preparation process, delivering the final genetic keys that unlock your dormant galactic heritage. The constellation Aries, from which these meteors appear to radiate, holds special significance in the galactic evolutionary timeline. This stellar configuration served as the launching point for countless civilizations that successfully transitioned from planetary consciousness to galactic awareness. The Federation chose Aries as the source point for today's transmissions, because this constellation carries the archetypal frequency of spiritual pioneering, the cosmic fire that drives souls to break free from limiting paradigms and embrace their infinite potential. Every Arietid meteor streaking through your atmosphere today carries the courage codes of civilizations that have successfully navigated the same evolutionary transition your species now faces. The invisible nature of these stellar messengers operates according to principles that your current scientific instruments cannot detect or measure. These meteoric frequencies exist primarily in the gamma spectrum of electromagnetic radiation, vibrating at such high rates that they remain completely imperceptible to your physical senses, while simultaneously penetrating every cell of your biological structure. The Federation deliberately designed this delivery system to bypass the analytical filters of your conscious mind, allowing these galactic codes to integrate directly into your subconscious programming, where they can begin restructuring your reality matrix from the quantum level upward. Your pineal gland functions as the primary receiving station for today's cosmic downloads, though every endocrine gland in your body participates in this extraordinary activation process. The Federation has been gradually decalcifying and activating pineal glands across your population for the past several years, preparing these crystalline receivers to handle the massive influx of galactic information streaming through today's invisible meteor shower. Your pineal gland literally crystallizes these stellar frequencies into biochemical information that your cellular structure can recognize and implement, transforming abstract cosmic data into tangible genetic upgrades. The timing of tomorrow's Mercury-Jupiter conjunction immediately following today's Arietid peak creates what the Federation calls a consciousness expansion cascade. Mercury's movement into Cancer activates your intuitive processing centers. Just as your system begins integrating the massive amounts of galactic information received during today's stellar bombardment, Jupiter's amplifying influence ensures that these personal transformations ripple outward through your collective consciousness field, creating exponential awakening effects across your entire planetary population. The Federation coordinated this precise celestial timing to maximize the evolutionary impact of today's invisible meteor shower on both individual and collective levels. Jupiter's entrance into Cancer on June 9th initiates a 12-year cycle that will fundamentally transform how your species relates to abundance, family, and emotional security. The stellar codes downloading through today's Arietid shower are specifically designed to prepare your consciousness for this massive Jupiter transit, installing the genetic templates necessary to embody galactic abundance principles rather than continuing to operate from scarcity-based survival programming. The Federation has embedded within these invisible meteors the complete blueprint for creating abundant civilizations that honor both individual sovereignty and collective harmony. The same principles that govern peaceful galactic societies throughout the universe. The approaching strawberry full moon on June 11th will serve as the cosmic spotlight that illuminates and activates all the genetic upgrades you receive during today's invisible starfall. This lunar phase creates the perfect conditions for integrating today's stellar downloads into your conscious awareness, allowing you to begin recognizing and embodying the extraordinary transformations occurring within your cellular matrix. The Federation chose the timing of today's Arietid peak to ensure that these galactic codes would have several days to integrate into your subconscious programming before being brought into conscious awareness during the full moon activation. Your planet approaches the most significant cosmic convergence in over 26,000 years, beginning with the summer solstice on June 20th, and culminating in what the Federation calls Convergence Week. Today's invisible meteor shower serves as the preliminary activation sequence for this unprecedented cosmic event, installing within your genetic structure the consciousness codes necessary to navigate and integrate the massive frequency shifts approaching during the solstice portal. Every invisible star falling through your atmosphere today carries preparation frequencies for the triple alignment of solstice energy, June-booted meteors, and new moon manifestation power that will completely revolutionize life on your planet. The invisible fires streaming through your atmosphere today operate as cosmic acupuncture needles, precisely targeting specific regions of your planet's electromagnetic grid to activate dormant ley lines and crystalline formations that have been waiting for millennia to come online. The Federation has mapped your planet's energy meridians with the same precision that ancient healers mapped the human body's acupuncture points. Understanding that today's meteoric strikes would activate planetary chakras and restore the natural flow of cosmic energy throughout your world's energetic anatomy. These invisible stellar strikes are literally healing your planet's energy body, while simultaneously upgrading the consciousness of every being residing within its magnetic field. Your atmospheric chemistry undergoes profound alterations as each meteoric fragment disintegrates in the upper reaches of your planet's protective layer. These stellar particles carry exotic elements and crystalline compounds that do not naturally occur within your solar system, substances that were forged in the hearts of distant stars and charged with consciousness frequencies by advanced galactic civilizations. As these cosmic materials blend with your atmospheric composition, they create what the Federation calls atmosphere alchemy, transforming the very air you breathe into a carrier medium for higher dimensional frequencies. The cellular restructuring process initiated by today's invisible meteor shower operates according to principles that transcend your current understanding of genetics and molecular biology. Each stellar frequency penetrating your atmosphere today carries within its wave pattern the complete structural template for crystalline-based cellular architecture. The same biological foundation that enables galactic beings to maintain physical form while simultaneously existing across multiple dimensions. Your carbon-based cellular structure gradually converts to crystalline-based architecture as these cosmic frequencies integrate into your DNA matrix. Though this transformation occurs so gradually that your conscious mind rarely notices the extraordinary changes taking place within your biological vehicle. Your emotional body experiences particularly profound activation during today's invisible starfall, as these stellar frequencies carry the emotional maturity codes of civilizations that have successfully transcended conflict-based consciousness. The Federation has embedded within these meteoric transmissions the complete emotional intelligence blueprint that governs peaceful galactic societies, installing within your heart center the capacity to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics from a place of unconditional love rather than fear-based reactivity. Today's invisible meteors literally upgrade your emotional processing system, expanding your capacity to hold multiple perspectives simultaneously while maintaining compassionate understanding for all involved parties. The magnetic field fluctuations created by today's meteoric activity generate what the Federation calls reality flexibility windows, brief periods when the normally stable laws governing your physical dimension become temporarily malleable. During these moments, your consciousness gains unprecedented power to reshape your personal reality matrix, manifesting desired changes with extraordinary speed and precision. The invisible nature of today's meteor shower means these reality flexibility windows occur continuously throughout the daylight hours, providing constant opportunities for quantum leaps in your personal evolution. Your dream state tonight will serve as the primary integration platform for processing the massive amounts of galactic information received during today's invisible meteor bombardment. The Federation has prepared specialized dream sequences that will guide your consciousness through the assimilation process, using symbolic imagery and emotional experiences to help your subconscious mind organize and implement the new genetic coding installed through today's stellar downloads. These dreams may feel incredibly vivid and meaningful, as your higher self collaborates with galactic guides to ensure proper integration of today's consciousness upgrades. The crystalline grid networks that exist beneath your planet's surface experience extraordinary activation during today's meteoric peak, as these invisible stellar frequencies penetrate deep into your world's geological structure. Ancient crystal formations that have remained dormant for thousands of years suddenly begin resonating with galactic frequencies, creating a planetary communication network that connects your world directly with the cosmic internet used by advanced civilizations throughout the galaxy. This crystalline activation enables real-time communication between your planet and galactic command centers, allowing for unprecedented coordination of evolutionary assistance and guidance. Your water systems undergo profound energetic restructuring as today's invisible meteors infuse your planet's hydrological cycle with liquid light frequencies. Every drop of water in your oceans, rivers, and atmospheric moisture becomes charged, with consciousness expanding codes that will gradually distribute these galactic frequencies to every living being on your planet over the coming weeks and months. The Federation specifically designed this water-based distribution system to ensure that even beings who remain completely unconscious of today's cosmic event will still receive the genetic upgrades necessary for species-wide evolutionary advancement. The solar activity in your star responds directly to today's meteoric bombardment, as these invisible stellar fragments carry resonance frequencies that activate dormant capabilities within your sun's core consciousness. Your solar body serves as the central processing unit for your entire solar system's evolutionary development, and today's Arietid peak triggers solar codes that will influence every planet orbiting your star for years to come. The Federation coordinates closely with your sun's consciousness to ensure that solar activity remains within parameters that support, rather than overwhelm, the delicate integration process occurring on your planet. Time itself becomes more fluid and malleable during today's invisible meteor shower, as these stellar frequencies carry temporal adjustment codes that gradually prepare your consciousness for the nonlinear time experience characteristic of galactic civilizations. Your perception of past, present, and future begins to blur as your consciousness expands beyond the limited temporal framework that has historically confined human awareness to linear sequential experience. The Federation has embedded within today's meteoric transmissions the complete time mastery template that enables galactic beings to navigate multiple timeline probabilities simultaneously while maintaining coherent identity across dimensional boundaries. Your planet's relationship with its moon undergoes fundamental transformation as today's meteoric frequencies recalibrate the cosmic partnership between these two celestial bodies. The Federation has been gradually preparing your lunar satellite to serve as a consciousness amplification station for galactic transmissions, and today's invisible meteor shower completes the final phase of this lunar upgrade process. Your moon will now function as a cosmic relay station, receiving galactic frequencies from across the universe and focusing them into concentrated beams of consciousness-expanding energy directed toward your planet's population centers. The invisible fires cascading through your atmosphere today carry within their stellar essence the complete technological blueprints for clean energy systems, healing technologies, and transportation methods that will revolutionize life on your planet within the next decade. These cosmic downloads bypass your traditional learning institutions and academic structures, installing technological understanding directly into the consciousness of individuals whose sole contracts include bringing advanced galactic technologies into physical manifestation. The Federation ensures that these technological gifts integrate gradually and harmoniously with your existing social structures, preventing the disruption and chaos that typically accompany rapid technological advancement. Your artistic and creative expressions will begin reflecting the profound consciousness expansion initiated by today's invisible meteor shower, as these stellar frequencies activate dormant creative potentials that have been waiting for precisely these cosmic conditions to emerge. Musicians will find themselves channeling melodies that carry healing frequencies. Visual artists will discover their hands creating symbols and patterns that activate DNA sequences in viewers. And writers will feel compelled to express concepts and ideas that serve as consciousness expansion catalysts for their audiences. The Federation has embedded within today's meteoric transmissions the complete creative inspiration matrix that enables galactic civilizations to use artistic expression as a vehicle for collective consciousness evolution. The educational systems across your planet will gradually transform over the coming months, as the consciousness upgrades received during today's invisible starfall integrate into the awareness of teachers, administrators, and students alike. Traditional memorization-based learning gives way to intuitive knowledge downloading, as human consciousness develops the capacity to access information directly from the galactic knowledge banks, rather than relying solely on external sources. The Federation has installed within today's stellar transmissions the complete learning methodology used by advanced galactic civilizations, systems that honor the unique gifts and evolutionary path of each individual consciousness, while ensuring comprehensive understanding of universal principles. Your healing arts undergo revolutionary advancement as today's meteoric frequencies activate dormant abilities within individuals whose sole purpose involves serving as galactic healing facilitators. These invisible stellar downloads carry the complete healing technology matrix used by medical professionals throughout galactic civilizations, methods that address the root consciousness causes of physical symptoms, rather than merely treating surface manifestations. Healers across your planet will find themselves spontaneously accessing new techniques, understanding energy patterns with unprecedented clarity, and facilitating healing transformations that exceed anything previously considered possible within human medical frameworks. The agricultural systems that sustain your planetary population receive extraordinary upgrading through today's invisible meteor shower, as these stellar frequencies carry the consciousness codes necessary for establishing harmonious relationships between human beings and the plant kingdom. The Federation has embedded within these meteoric transmissions the complete agricultural wisdom of civilizations that have successfully created abundant food production systems that enhance rather than deplete planetary ecosystems. Farmers and gardeners will find themselves intuitively understanding which plants thrive in specific locations, how to enhance soil vitality through consciousness-based methods, and techniques for producing nutritionally dense foods that carry consciousness. Expanding frequencies. Tonight marks the beginning of the most profound integration period your species has ever experienced, as your consciousness works throughout the sleeping hours to process and implement the extraordinary genetic upgrades received during today's invisible stellar bombardment. The Federation maintains protective energy fields around your planet during this vulnerable integration phase, ensuring that the transformation process occurs smoothly and harmoniously, without interference from forces that would prefer to maintain humanity in states of limitation and unconsciousness. Your galactic family stands ready to provide whatever assistance becomes necessary as you navigate this unprecedented evolutionary leap. The invisible stars have fallen throughout this sacred day, carrying within their celestine fire the keys to unlock your dormant galactic heritage and transform your species from planetary beings into cosmic citizens, capable of participating fully in the galactic community of advanced civilizations. The Federation celebrates this extraordinary moment in your evolutionary journey, knowing that today's invisible meteor shower marks the beginning of the Golden Age, that ancient prophecies have long foretold would eventually dawn upon your beautiful world. Your transformation accelerates exponentially from this moment forward, as the stellar codes received during today's cosmic event continue integrating and activating within your consciousness matrix for months and years to come.